Hello, Portland. How you feeling? You okay? You are in for a very depressing lunch hour, I'm afraid. Crying into your pizza. Well, we are bitter losers, snarling through our smiles. We're the lost boys in the supermarket aisles. We're Christmas dogs dumped by the side of the road. Confused, we'll run for miles. We're road rage, we're Stone Age, we're wild. We are busted light bulbs in a backstreet neon sign, with a shaking gun in a service station line. We'll drink though we're drunk, we'll sink though we've sunk. We're fucked but we'll say that we're fine. Sorry. We're rampaging, missing back pages in our spines. You belong for journeys and the roadside. You belong for starlights and the low tide. You see we long for fairy tales and fire sides. Hey, hey, hey. Well, we are coffee house sins, too righteous, too rigid to believe. We're disappointed romantics, scraping our hearts from our sleeves. With a toothless drunk, with the aging punk. Oh, we are Adam with the apple and we're Eve. We are beggars with shining pennies on our knees. We long for sunlight on Portland's hillsides. You long for yesterdays and hindsight. Hey now, we long for fairy tales and fire sides. Oh no. Yeah, we long for carnivals and fairground rides. Yeah, we long for journeys and the roadside. And we long for fairy tales and fire sides. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks. Thank you so much. I'm Passenger, by the way. I realised I didn't introduce myself earlier, which was frankly very rude. Thank you so much for coming down. I've done the Kink Lounge. I think this is my third time, and it's always full of lovely people. So I really do appreciate you coming down and giving up your lunch hour. Thank you. I just released a new album. It's my 10th record, believe it or not. Most of the world think it's all right. But I'd love to play a new song off it. It's called Hell or High Water, and if you happen to know the words, then feel free to sing along with me. Was it a trick of the light or a shot in the dark? Was it hell or high water that broke our hearts? Was it something I said, or just a cruel twist of fate? Was it hell or high water? And is it too late? Oh, is it too late? Well, all my life I've been searching for someone to show me how it feels to be loved and how to love somebody back. And after stumbling through the years, I thought I found you just to see you fading out into the night. Was it a trick of the light, or a shot in the dark? Was it hell or high water that broke our hearts? Was it something you did, or just a cruel twist of fate? Was it hell or high water? And is it too late? See, all my life I've been silently reaching for a hand to hold, to warm the cold, and spark a light to guide me through your head. And after stumbling through the years, I thought I found you just to see you fading out into the night. Was it a trick of the light, or shots in the dark? Was it hell or high water that broke our hearts? Was it something we did, or just a cruel twist of fate? Was it hell or high water? And is it too late? Oh, and is it too late? Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Is it a knife in my back, or a fork in the road? Was it hell or high water that left us alone? Is it really game over? Is it really checkmate? Was it hell or high water? And is it too late? Oh, and is it too late? Something like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's always weird playing these shows at lunchtime because I usually have a whiskey on stage. Helps to calm it. Well, I could do that, but it's a slippery slope, isn't it? And helps to calm the nerves, and now I'm just a jittery bag of nerves for you. I'm sorry. It's funny, this is one of the smallest gigs I've played in a while, but the smaller the gig becomes, the more nerve-wracking it is for some reason. I don't know. Talking of small gigs, that's kind of all I used to do. I don't know if you know this, but before I wrote my one and only hit single, I... funny because it's true. But before that song came about, I was a street musician. I used to play on the street, and for 5 years I travelled around the world playing on street corners and in pubs, and I had some amazing times, some wonderful experiences, and I used to play up in Scotland a lot, just so I could drink whiskey, but no. It's a great place for music, Scotland, and I used to go busking in Glasgow all the time, and every morning when I left my hostel, there'd be this homeless guy out in the streets, and he'd be drinking whiskey from like 7 a.m. I reckon, and I'd sit with him and I'd have a chat with him, and he was a really nice guy. He was called David, and he over the course of a week I sort of got to know him really well and felt like I should write a song for him. This is for David wherever he is now. Outside hostel door, he said, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. I know you think it's shifty for a man in his 50s to be sleeping in a hostel dorm, but I used to be a welder by trade. Used used to work by the water where the ships get made, but no shipyard would take me now. My hands are too shaky. I've spent all my money before I get paid. And I said, David, don't you think that it's strange? While you were sleeping, how the world went and changed. Looking in your eyes, I think you know, David, we lost you a long time ago. Oh, 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 oh. He leans his head against us the wall. Said I have an ex-wife that doesn't hear me and a kid that doesn't call, and every month I'm caught short with my child support and a call. He says that I'm reckless and irresponsible, cause it was never part of the plan to be a middle-aged man, to be sat outside a hostel shaking strangers' hands. But I've drunk away my wealth and I'm a picture of bad health. I'm a shadow of a former self. And I said, David, don't you think that it's strange? While you were in your dark room, how the world went and changed. I hear it in your voice, I think you know, David, we lost you a long time ago. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I said, David, don't you think that it's strange? For years you were walking and how the world went and changed. Looking in your eyes, I think you know that, David, we lost you a long time ago. Thank you very much. Thanks. If I may, I'm going to play another song off this new record, and it's actually a very personal song. It's my dad is from the United States. Actually, I'm half American, and his parents were Jewish refugees. They, my grandfather was German, my grandmother was from Poland, and they were living in France at the time of the Second World War breaking out, and they managed to escaped to Switzerland just in time, and they went through the war in a Swiss refugee camp, which was pretty horrific for them and for those around them. And like so many Jewish people, when the war finished, they came to this country in search of a new life, of a better life, and ended up in a place called Vineland, New Jersey, which is where they bought a chicken farm, and that's where my dad grew up, on a chicken farm with his two brothers and sister. And it was a pretty rough childhood. My dad never really talked too much about it. My grandparents certainly never talked to me about their experience, and I never thought I'd write a song about it. It's too close to the bone. I never thought it was something I would be able to share with a room full of strangers, you know. And it's funny. I was on vacation a few months ago, and I was playing my guitar, and I was just staring out to the ocean, not really thinking of anything at all, and these words just started kind of tumbling out. I've written a lot of songs in my life, but nothing like this. It was almost like this song had already been written, and I was just singing it, and I realised before too long that it was telling the story of my family, and I'd like to dedicate it to anyone here who has had a similar story within their family, if in fact you are yourself a refugee, if you had to leave your homeland and your family and find a new life, learn a new language, new customs. It's not an easy thing to do. And although this song was written about something that happened 80 years ago, unfortunately, I think in the current political climate, it seems to be particularly relevant. And so look, Portland, thank you for listening, and please keep open hearts and open minds. This is called To Be Free. Thanks.
Vineland, New Jersey, farmland stretching far as the eye can see. Not much down there but sun-scorched pastures in 1953. The war was over and they came searching for a place to be. They left the Rhineland, they lost their homeland, all their family. Like feathers on the ocean breeze, they went spinning and tumbling across the sea. Never knowing where they'd come down or who they'd be. Like heather on the hillside, they were bruised and they were battered by the breeze, searching for a place to be free. Sunburned summers and frostbite winters, the kids were plainly dressed. He left the farmhouse when he was old enough and headed out west. From California to southern Africa and all the way to France, on to England to meet my mother in 1981. A feather on the ocean breeze, he went spinning and tumbling across the sea. Never knowing where he'd come down or who he'd be. Like heather on the hillside, he was bruised and he was battered by the breeze, searching for a place to be free. Oh, like his seed, flying in the wind in search of water, soil and sun. The birds and the bees to help it all along. Now here I am, 34 years down, 2018. I've seen the Rhineland, I've been to Vineland, I'm a feather on the breeze. Well, hello, Portland, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
It's a brand new song.
Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain, well, it still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp.
Not really the sound of silence, is it?
I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light. And I split the night and touched the sound of silence. A fool said you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Well, hear my words and I might teach you. Touch my hand and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, they fell. And echoed in the well of silence. But I'm praying to the neon gold they made. Whoa, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. In the signs to the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls. But can't you see that we're lost? 'Cause we never get no silence, no. Oh.
Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. I should say that isn't really a brand new Passenger song. I know most of you will be well aware of that. The only reason I say it is because I remember playing that song and telling that joke a long time ago, and I came off stage, and this kid came over to me, must have been about 15 years old, with this really shocked look on his face. And he was like, "Hey man, I just wanted to say that new song, it's really, really good." I think it's going to be a hit. Kid can pick 'em, right? And look, you know, usually most days I would have just been like, look, man, sorry, it was a bad joke. Please go and check out Simon and Garfunkel. They'll blow your mind. But I'd had a really bad day. And so I just said thank you. Not proud of it. Anyway, I will play a song that I actually wrote next, and it's on the new record. It's called Survivors. And at least one person likes it. This is really good. This is a good start. This is solid, yeah. What's your name? Colleen. It's for you.
Whoa, life is just a game. No one ever tells you how to play. Different people go different ways. Some of them will leave you, but some of them will stay. Well, our hearts keep drumming, the years keep coming quicker than they've ever been. You're sick of the same thing, but it's quicker than changing, and too late to begin. Well, everybody's running, you don't know why, time is running thin. Everybody's looking for somebody to love, but we're scared to let them in. And I say, oh, oh, are there any survivors? Am I here alone? I say, oh, oh, are there any survivors? Am I here alone? Am I on my own? Love, well, it comes and goes, but no one ever tells you how to learn to let go. Different people, they walk different roads. Some of them will hurt you, but some of them won't. Well, the bridge is burning and the wheel keeps turning quicker than it did before. Your heart screams yes, head says no, and you're never really sure. Well, everybody's running, you don't know where, time is running short. Everybody's looking for a place to hide, so there's no one left at all. And I say, oh, oh, are there any survivors? Am I here alone? Oh, oh, are there any survivors? Am I here alone? Am I here alone? Oh, oh, am I here alone? Oh, oh, yeah. Hey, whoa. Well, I say, oh, oh, are there any survivors? Am I here alone? I say, oh, oh, are there any survivors? Am I here alone? Am I on my own?
If you don't mind, I'm going to do something a bit irresponsible and play a very, very new song, even newer than the new album. Are you guys up for that? Is that okay? Okay. Would have been awkward if you'd have said no. Thank you.
Who are you when the lights come up, when the music fades and the crowd goes down? Where did you land when the spinning stopped? Are you far away in another town? You were young and the lights were bright. You went dancing into the night. You always said that it would turn out alright. Suzanne, would you help me to understand? Suzanne, is it everything you wanted? Suzanne, Suzanne, is it everything you dreamed it would be? You reached for the stars and you touched the sky. You fell back down and you don't know why. Suzanne, you still shine bright to me. You are the first one on and the last one off. Who do you see when the mask comes off? With your red wine teeth and your smoker's cough. Suzanne, I feel you've had enough, but you never cared for what I had to say. Now you go sleeping all through the day, but please don't dream your life away. Suzanne, would you help me if you can? Suzanne, is it everything you wanted? Suzanne, Suzanne, is it everything you dreamed it would be? For time takes everything she likes, and youth will leave like a thief in the night. But Suzanne, you still shine bright to me. Now you're old and the lights are dim. The band won't play and the man won't sing all the songs he sang when you danced with him. Suzanne, will you help me if you can? Suzanne, is it everything you wanted? Suzanne, Suzanne, is it everything you dreamed it would be? You never knew the rules to the game, drawn in like a moth to the flame. Suzanne, it is a crying shame that only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you make a dream last. Dreams come slow and go so fast. You see when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. Love comes slow and goes so fast. Well, you see her when you fall asleep, never to touch and never to keep, 'cause you loved her too much and dive too deep. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. So let her go. Oh, oh. Just let her go. Oh, oh. Let her go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
Thank you so much for listening. I've been Passenger. Thank you, bro.
He played a whole set.